Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Fox News host, and the Five host particularly, Jessica Tarlov, the resident liberal, well, she just agreed with President Donald Trump on something, and it set off chaos on the set of the Five. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Particularly the liking and sharing, it's a really big deal for us. So I want to thank you guys who do that. You've been really helpful, and you've really assisted our channel. So Jessica Tarlov and the Five hosts were talking about the situation in Israel between Israel and Hamas, which I think every news program is talking about right now, right? And, the topic came up of Bibi Netanyahu, or Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And Jessica Tarlov had some really harsh criticism for the Israeli Prime Minister. Some of it, I think, was unwarranted, but there was something that Greg Gutfeld noticed here, and Jesse Waters, and all those guys noticed. And, well, I want to see if you notice it. Take a look.
Baby in there.
It is excruciating, the details of that, of what has happened and what I'm sure continues to go on. And that was a major theme I noticed of the weekend's coverage. If you saw, the spokesperson for the Israeli government held a briefing for journalists who doubt their stories and showed them all of the profane footage. I mean, I was particularly struck. Trey Yingst was interviewing a rescue worker who said that Hamas gouged a man's eyes out, cut off his wife's breasts, chopped their daughter's leg off. Nothing is going to stop Israel from hunting down these sadistic savages who did this. So they know what they're doing, but we are also helping more than whatever that kind of bumbling response from Biden. Axios just reported a story an hour ago saying that we have an American 3-star general on the ground. We have military officers there that are training IDF soldiers in how we would approach this. There is a ground invasion being prepared, and the beginnings of it already started, and some of the most complex hostage negotiations that we've seen. And Bibi is really suffering over there. I mean, the polling out of Israel is astounding. So 80% of Israelis want Bibi to take public responsibility for this. And he already has people high up in his government that have come out and publicly apologized for missing. No, he's run away. He doesn't meet with the families. He wears his little vest around and doesn't go where he's supposed to go. And I understand he's embarrassed about what he did with the judiciary and that IDF soldiers had to be on the other side of the country because of the mess that he caused. But these people are dead now, and they need your support, and they need you to take public responsibility for what has happened and try to mend this, especially if you want some sort of political future.
Now you agree with Trump.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Jessica. Bibi's a big loser. I'm like, yeah.
Prime time.
Well, I don't know anything about Israeli politics, but I do know Joe Biden's not cut out to be commander-in-chief.
Now, a lot of those criticisms were criticisms that President Trump laid on Netanyahu just a week ago, and liberals jumped on him. They jumped on him like they were on a football team, and he had the ball, okay? Now, all of a sudden, the liberal position has changed. Jessica Tarlov now agrees with Donald Trump. Now, you can try and talk your way out of it, Jessica, however you want to. You just agreed with Donald Trump, which kind of destroys your narrative that he's always wrong and the liberals are always correct. Now, I think the liberals have made a disgrace of themselves even more so with these pro-Hamas, pro-Palestine, I should say, protests, but really pro-Palestine protests, to me, are just disguised anti-Semitic protests. I think you can support the Palestinian people, but to do it at the time they're doing it, right after a slaughter of Israelis, is abhorrent. And I think some common sense needs to be played. If you're not anti-Semitic, you should really think about what you're supporting. Folks, I want to know what you think about all this, so please let me know in the comments. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.